You know that traditional career path, the one we were all kind of taught to follow? Well, what if that whole idea is on its way out? Today, we're going to dive into a totally new model because the very definition of a job is changing right under our noses.
And just let this sink in for a second. One job is no longer enough, and for many, it's not even the goal anymore. Now, that's not just some catchy phrase. It's a huge signal that the way we think about work and success is going through a massive transformation. It really sets the stage for a completely new way of looking at our professional lives.
Okay, so if that old single job model is starting to fade, what's actually taking its place? Well, the answer is something called the portfolio career.
Now, a portfolio career isn't about just hopping from job to job. Nope. It's about building a collection, a portfolio really, of different roles and income streams that you manage all at the same time. So you're not just a software developer. You might also be a paid writer and a weekend consultant all at once.
And get this, these roles aren't separate. They all work together. You could have the stability of your full-time job, but you're also building new income streams through freelancing, or maybe creating content online, or even running a small business on the side. They all exist together in your own personal career portfolio.
So that brings us to the big question, right? Why is this happening now? Why are so many people starting to move away from that traditional path? Let's take a look at the forces really driving this change.
First off, the very definition of career success has been completely flipped on its head. I mean, decades ago, the big goal was to land one stable job and just climb that corporate ladder. But today, for a whole lot of people, success is all about having flexibility, being your own boss, and having direct control over your work and your life.
There's also been a huge shift in how we think about risk. You know, that one single paycheck used to feel like the safest thing in the world. But now, with things changing so fast, relying on just one source of income can feel incredibly risky. Having multiple streams, though, that provides a really powerful safety net.
On top of all that, the skills you need in the modern workplace are changing faster than ever. A portfolio career kind of forces you to constantly learn and adapt. You get to apply new skills across different projects, and that keeps you way more relevant and marketable than a single role ever could.
And finally, there's a really powerful human desire at play here. People just want to design careers that fit their lives, not the other way around. They want the freedom to chase down more than one passion, and they want the flexibility to control their own schedule and their own destiny.
Okay, but what's making this possible for so many of us today? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is the modern toolkit we all have access to, the technology that has put all this power right into our hands.
I mean, technology is the real game changer here. Just think about it for a second. We have freelance marketplaces that let us sell our skills directly to clients, social media helps us build a personal brand from scratch, and online communities let us explore all kinds of niche passions. The barrier to starting something new has literally never been lower.
So now that we kind of get the what and the why, let's get practical. How do you actually start thinking about and building your own portfolio career?
But before we jump straight into the how-to, we have to talk about the catch. Because this path isn't necessarily easier. All this incredible freedom and control, well, it comes with a new demand, a lot more personal responsibility. When you're managing a portfolio career, you basically become the CEO of You Incorporated, and that means you need some serious discipline to juggle deadlines, incredible time management to balance all your different roles, and crystal clear priorities so you always know where to put your energy.
So the best way to start is to just think small. You do not need to quit your job tomorrow. Instead, focus on building it out strategically. Maybe develop one new skill, then use that skill to start one little side project. Then, see if you can turn that project into another stream of income. It's all about taking small, deliberate steps.
When you boil it all down, the biggest takeaway is this. Your career is no longer some single path that you have to find. No, it's a portfolio that you get to design. It's a collection that reflects your unique skills, your passions, and your goals. So the real question is, what are you going to put in yours?